Welcome to another Cardano update. Like always, make sure to check out our YouTube memberships and our Patreon if you want access to all of our charts and if you want access to our daily Discord updates for only like $5 a month. Also, check out the third wave of the third wave merchandise. And well, in this video, I want to do something a bit different, and that is to talk about some comments. Now, I know I said in my previous videos that I will not talk about comments anymore. However, I am kind of bored, and there's actually something that you can learn from these comments. But first, let's actually talk about what's happening on the price chart. And as you can see, we actually got a bounce at the trend line yet again. We did drop below it yesterday, and I told you if we actually stay below it and if we close below it, it's gonna be bad because we'll most likely invalidate this 1-2 setup, and then the fourth wave right here will turn into an ABC structure. And well, by the looks of it, we found support here. Even though we got below the 0.786 support level, we did find support at the trend line, like I said. So maybe this is not an ABC structure after all, but keep in mind we still need to stay above the bull market support band right now and then get back above the 200-day moving average to confirm that something more bullish is going on. And if something more bullish is going on, then the next target would be up here. Let me actually move this. It's gonna be the third wave of this 1-2 setup on the chart. The target for that is at about 93 cents, and then we'll need a fifth wave move up after the fourth wave down. And I think you already know the story. You already know what's happening over here, so I don't have to really repeat what's happening every single time. I think you are already aware of what's happening. Now let's look at the RSI. We're actually above the moving average on the 4-hour, which is very, very good. And I think that at some point we will most likely retest it. And this could work as a 1-2 setup on the chart of the third wave right here. And well, then after that we could get the third wave of the third wave right here. So again, check out the memberships, by the way. And well, things are still looking good, and for some reason people are kind of bearish. And now let me go over to the comments, and well, let me actually go to this server right here. This is the Discord server. So I said something today. Comments like these are usually bottom indicators, and I mean, when I posted these things, I think Cardano was about down here or somewhere, so it was at about 75 cents, and well, we are already going up. And I mean, if you look at the previous comments here, I mean, there are a bunch of funny comments like whipping a dead horse with ADA. This happened like in March when ADA was going down like crazy. And well, I mean, there's a bunch of stuff, but I want to focus on what these comments are saying right now. And of course, there's this comment right here asking if the cycle is over. I mean, I was getting comments like these about a couple of months ago, not this one. So I think, yeah, I mean, I'm looking for it right now, but it's not popping up. Look at this. Cardano has been dead for days, and well, after that we went up. So I mean, it's really funny that people keep posting these comments, and I want to address a specific one today. Now, this guy has been subscribed for about 4 months, so he has been waiting for quite a long time. And well, I'm not gonna address this reply to him. Instead, I'm gonna address what I'm gonna say next to all of the people who are very, very impatient. And well, let's read the comment now. Imagine telling someone over 5 years, no patience, no reward, as if they haven't been patient at all. Either this coin just sucks and is gay like Litecoin, or there's just major manipulation taking place and Hoskinson using this as siphon to pump his bitcoins only. So obviously, if you have been in the crypto market for 5 years and you are leaving comments like these, then you probably have learned absolutely nothing. And well, I want to address what we have over here, and that is that this guy has been waiting for 5 years. And I want to zoom out on the chart and look at what was going on exactly 5 years ago, and that was in, let's say, May of 2020. Let's see where the price was exactly 5 years ago, and I think it was around, well, actually no, even lower, right here, I believe. So exactly 5 years ago, the price was at about 8 cents. Right now, we are at 77 cents. So my question to you is, what are you waiting for, and why are you not patient? I mean, if you actually bought 5 years ago, like the comment is saying, then you are already up almost 10x. So what exactly are you waiting for? Also, if you did buy in 2020, then why did you not sell when Cardano went from like 8 cents down here to like $3? Now, let's say the comment is a bit off. Let's say he bought 4 years ago. Let's say he bought in 2021. 2021. If it did buy in 2021, I mean, I told you this multiple times already, but if you bought in 2021 and you did not sell over here, you most likely FOMO'd in, and right now you are paying the consequences for FOMOing in. So I mean, I think it's just your fault at this point. And well, if you don't know anything about Bitcoin dominance, then of course you're gonna think that, you know, Cardano is dead. But if you compare what the Bitcoin dominance chart is doing to what it was doing in the previous cycle, when Cardano was still, you know, doing pretty bad, which was, by the way, up here, Bitcoin dominance was at 73%. During this time, Cardano was about here at like 20 cents. It was still down from this high, which, you know, it was at $1.40. And after Bitcoin dominance broke down, you know, after it went down from like 73% to about 39%, that's when Cardano also went up from 20 cents to about $3. Right now, Cardano is at, let's say, 80 cents, and Bitcoin dominance is still at cycle highs. And for some reason, people are still leaving comments like these. I mean, if you have, you know, been in the market for 5 years, which, by the way, I think it's a lie, but if you have been in the market for 5 years, you should have already made some money, even if you, you know, bought right here, for example. I mean, you should still be up like 4x at least. So and let's say you actually bought, you know, up here. I mean, what stopped you from actually buying again in the bear market? Why would you buy in the bull market and not in the bear market? And what stopped you from buying down here and then selling a bit down here, then buying again down here and then selling a bit down here? I mean, what are you even waiting for at this point? Bitcoin is at $110,000, you know? So that's all I have about that comment. Now, of course, there's another comment like this. All coin holders literally have to wait 3.5 years for 6 to 8 weeks of explosive price action. It sucks. And well, if you actually invested money after looking at the charts for longer than 5 minutes, you would know that this is actually pretty normal. I mean, here in 2017, after Bitcoin dominance dropped, well, actually, no, it was 2018, after we got to these lows right here, it took Bitcoin dominance a very long time to actually find another top, and it actually went up for about a couple of years. Let me actually look at how much it went up and, you know, how long it went up. And well, I mean, right here, we went up for, actually, this was a 100% move. I don't know why I chose that one. Let's see the price range. The price range, as you can see, it took about 3 years for Bitcoin dominance to actually find a top, which means that for 3 years, Bitcoin dominance just went up. And right now, in this cycle, we are just doing the exact same thing again. And for some reason, people are still confused by this. I have no idea why they are confused, but yeah, it is what it is. And yeah, the altcoin season usually lasts about 6 to 8 weeks. And if you are smart and you know when to, you know, swap your Bitcoin for the altcoins, which, by the way, you should have done at about 60% dominance. I talked about that a couple of months ago, but that's when I traded my Bitcoin for the altcoins. And right now, even though, you know, the Bitcoin dominance chart went higher, I'm still doing pretty good. So if you are complaining and if you are not making any money right now, it's probably your fault, because you are too naive and you don't seem to understand that, you know, these things, they actually take time to, you know, start. I mean, the third wave of the third wave will obviously start at some point. I mean, we respected the support levels, so no, I'm not overly bullish. I'm just, you know, telling you the truth right here. Of course, it's not financial advice, but when Bitcoin dominance is at 64% and when it's very close to, you know, topping, or maybe it has even topped already, when it's so close to getting a move like this, of course I'm not going to be bearish, and of course I'm not going to say that the bull market is over like many other YouTubers are saying. I mean, I've been saying for a very long time that, you know, the bull market will most likely not end until the end of the year, and I think Bitcoin will still top by November or December of 2025. And just like in 2017, the altcoins actually have a chance to top in, you know, December of this year or in January of next year. I mean, as you can see right here, that's exactly what happened, and this is when Bitcoin dominance actually dropped the most. Is this going to happen again? I have no idea. All I know is that Bitcoin dominance will most likely drop again, whether you like to believe that or not. And well, like I told you, these comments are bottom indicators. The last time I was getting these comments, Cardano was doing pretty bad. I think it was at like 50 cents, and then after that we went to like 80 cents, and then we got rejected again, and well, it's the exact same story. Now I want to talk about the weekly chart for a second. As you can see right here, and I've been talking about this for a long time, but I even talked about it on the Discord server, we managed to close above the weekly RSI, which is a very good sign, and I think this week or next week or whenever we get across on the bull market support band could be a very good week, because usually when we stay above the moving average and when we find support at the moving average like we did over here, that's when we get a move like this. So I think Bitcoin dominance is very close to breaking down. I think we are in the last couple of weeks of just boring sideways price action, and please do not forget, boring sideways price action is very, very good, because that's exactly what was happening over here before we had this move right here, and that's exactly what was happening over here as well before we had this. And well, I mean, you could even look at the previous cycle. Even right here we were just going sideways for months, and even down here, I mean, here we were going down for months, and then we had this move to the upside if you ignore the pandemic drop. So it's the exact same pattern. I've been repeating this for probably 1 year at this point, and well, I'm not really gonna, stop repeating it, because I really believe in it, and I think my predictions have been pretty accurate so far, so we'll see if they continue being accurate. But like I said, Bitcoin dominance will most likely break down, and it will do it this year, in my opinion. So that's all I have. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, make sure to check out our YouTube memberships and our Patreon if you want access to all of our charts, and if you want access to our daily Discord updates for only like $5 a month. Also check out the third wave of the third wave merchandise, like, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.